My name is Erica Freeman, who I was already. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going over injuries. Yeah. Something I don't really like talking about, but it's probably really good that I talk about. So, where do I begin? For the ones that kind of know me, you know I've gone through back injury, a hip injury, and currently a knee injury. So, kind of go into how I got hurt. I mean, there's nothing like crazy or anything like that, but I think it would be really important for other people to hear, to know that one, they're not alone, and two, what not to do. So you're not like me, a 24-year-old in like a 48-year-old's body. So, back in 2013, I was in Japan, Marine Corps days. But anyways, we were doing like a ruck run and actually threw out my back. That's really where it started. Well, actually, I'm sure it started before that, but that was really the first, like, holy crap, I hurt my back. And got it checked out there, and they're like, here's some muscle relaxers, right? You know, the military medicine, you know that sometimes is the case, is they kind of just throw some ibuprofen, tell you to change your socks, drink water, you know the drill. So, I knew I wasn't going to get the right help I needed, and I was like, I'll just wait till I leave Japan. So, like, 2 years later, I'm still in a lot of pain with my back injury, and, it just hurt to walk in general. Well, come to find out, it started with my hip first. Especially female Marines, hip and back injuries, especially your hips, is super, super common. Which is why I train females going into the military now, so that I can help them prevent getting injured like I did, and learning how to build themselves and stretch and take care of their bodies. This whole crazy concept, I know. Well, yeah, so I basically fast forward, like, everything's on my right side. Got worse, ended up not getting help for it because, things in my life significantly happened, and that was thrown on the back burner. Especially in the Marine Corps, it used to be, and I think it still kind of is, but really before, it used to be really frowned upon seeking help for anything medical related. There's always like a negative connotation with it, like, you're weak, you're a malingerer, basically you're not worthy. It's the truth, just saying. But, yeah, so I got out of the Marine Corps in 2016. Fast forward to last May, my back's getting significantly worse. Didn't make claims yet. Was PRing at 315 and for my deadlift, and something just felt bad in my back, right? So, to the point where about a couple days later, I actually ended up having a panic attack over something last May, and my muscles tightening so much from that panic attack, I ended up fainting from the pain in my back. So I ended up going to the hospital. My friends didn't really give me much of a choice because standing, sitting, walking, you name it, like everything, I was in excruciating pain. And side note, I have a super high pain tolerance, so this was not good. So, 6 months later into, getting all the appointments to the VA and waiting, getting the MRI, all that fun stuff. They figured out, like, my synovial joint, my hip, like iliac crest, and the cartilage where there's deterioration that started. That was a little after I was 22 or 23. And that was going on for a while. I'm 24 now. And it just kind of kept piling on and on and on after that. So, blah, 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 blah. Sure. So it kept piling on, and they think that I actually started with my hip first and then my back, because my L1 through L5, there's a bulging disc, and then there's some other crap too. But the pain that I was feeling was actually from a synovial joint, so I thought it was in my back. And anyways, so it hurt to move, hurt to sit, like the whole shindig. I actually couldn't even do a body squat. I was barely able to walk all of last May. Like, I mean, it was a huge struggle bus. On top of going through like the worst year of my life before that. I put on 30 pounds dealing with this. Not in a good state of mind. Then I was like, this is a great time to start prepping for a competition, right? A show. Yeah, so we kind of worked around that. Also kind of probably did more damage to my hip and my back. And, I mean, just in general, like, wasn't anybody's fault, but I think it was making it worse. Lost the weight, went and did my show. Hell yeah, did it. It was awesome. But then, you know, just still having back and hip issues, just taking it super easy. I no longer actually back squat at all. You know, I avoid some things actually a lot because it's just not good for you. Just avoiding stuff that just isn't good for you. I mean, my ego before would have been like, oh, screw it, fuck that. I'm going to do a back squat. I'm going to PR. And, like, now it's like, okay, I'm getting older. I have to, you know, work. I have to take care of myself. Otherwise, who else is going to? There's no one, right? But, yeah, so I fast forward to a couple months ago. What's next? The right knee. Yeah, so the right knee started bugging me, started clicking. I was a little nervous that that was my meniscus at first or my LCL, but it wasn't. Turns out it is patellofemoral syndrome. I'll spell it on there because, you know, your girl sucks. But anyways, pretty sure that's actually genetics because actually both my little sisters have the same thing. We all play different sports, completely different body types. Yeah, here we are. I think mine just kind of kicked in later on in life, and my doctor pretty much was like, it doesn't surprise me because your right side hit your back, like you're all connected. So but with the knee, I kind of actually did the opposite of with like my hip and my back, and I babied it a ton, which I don't think was a bad thing, but I also think it was not a good thing either. I had another coach who's fucking badass, but we were just only focused on like the aesthetics and just like how I looked and losing the weight from me bulking and not competing again. And I just wasn't focused on my body. And at this point, I don't function like a normal 24-year-old. I have a body, again, like a 48-year-old. And the one thing that I love with like everything in me is jiu-jitsu. I'm an outdoor person. I love hiking. I love swimming. Like, there's a lot of things that I have to take into consideration if I want to be able to continue to do things I like and enjoy past 25. So it sucks because I understand that, like, it's kind of my fault. Like, I didn't focus on the mobility. I didn't focus on stretching, taking care of my body. Like, that's not what they teach you in the Marine Corps. That's not what they teach you in general. And that's what I teach others. That's what I teach anyone that's going to the police force or the military or, like, literally anything. I can preach and teach it all day. But when it came to myself, like, I was in so much pain and, like, there was just so much that I've regressed on and I gained weight and, like, everything. And, like, I'm human too. So I ended up kind of just neglecting myself again. And here I am, like, not happy with how I look, not happy about how I feel. It hurts to, this doesn't feel good, actually. Walking, I'm not I'm probably not able to really hike. I'm very limited, can't do the Stairmaster, can't run. There's so much I can't do. And, you know, no matter what, I was getting my workouts in, but I was making it worse. So, the reason why I wanted to share that, and I've been rambling on and on about it, is just like, we tend to do one of two things. We either ignore it and make it worse, or we baby it and we don't do anything to actually make it better either. So my advice for anyone that's going through something similar, or you have gone through an injury, or you will eventually get hurt, what have you, is make sure you take care of yourself. You only get one body, and that's why this week I started training with my mentor, the man I look up to so immensely. He's like a father figure to me, and he also specializes in corrective exercise. And now what we're doing is really, really, really putting my body first as a priority, like the mobility, stretching, working around my injuries. So I'm still working out the muscles I need to strengthen. Like, there's so many things. I have muscle imbalances. I have so many different things that are wrong with me. As I was saying, I just want to share this because I know there's a lot of other people, especially if you're in the military, take care of yourself. Honestly, especially if you're going to stay in, or in general, just take care of yourself. Listen to your body. That's another big one. Like, I know it was hurting and yet I continued. Incorporate mobility work. Be functional. Like, you don't want to be my age, and I'm not even old, and not be able to even, like, do just simple things like walking my dog. Like, and those that know me know I'm obsessed with my dog. Like, you don't want to end up like me. And, you know, if you're going through something like this, make sure you just educate yourself on your injuries. So know what you can do and do it. Like, don't also be like me, or like if I've gotten hurt and then I got really, I wouldn't say baby or lazy, but like I super just avoided most things, and then I was very inactive. And also don't be on the other end where you're ignoring it and you're doing things you shouldn't be doing and then hurting yourself more. So just take care of yourself. I don't know, like, I know this one's a little different. I'm not as goofy as I normally am, but this is something super important, and I will post some mobility work sometime on my Instagram, but I'm just kind of figuring it out and helping other people, whether it's mentally, physically, laughing at me, you name it. But yeah, I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. And if you want to leave your story or leave injuries you've had or how you've overcame it, like, please share. Like, comment on the YouTube video or message me or whatever you're comfortable about, and let's talk about it. Like, I'm totally cool with hearing everyone's stories. I welcome it, and I would love to hear more. So, that being said, yeah, so I was done with what I was saying, and yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day. I know it's a different pace. I know I'm rambling, but I'll be trying to do a video like once or twice a week. Probably once a week at least, but I am going to try for 2 times a week. So, that being said, subscribe. Let me know how you guys think. Mad love for everyone that's actually listening and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so thank you. As in the OGs.